Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Revisited. I'm Nye, and everything's done. The fleet has been gathered together, the historic speeches have been made, and in general, we are ready to fight a really big war. So let's get to it. We have done all of the inspiring and comforting words we can to the women folk, who apparently need it more than anybody else, I guess. We've done everything, so it's time to go. So let's get to our ship. And we will leave. We've got the best possible ship. We've got the best possible crew. We are leveled up more than we really should be, which won't end up mattering all that much, but it's there. Let's return to our ship, and we will get started here. And this will take a while. It really will. Quick cutscene here, where we get to show the Delphinus being surrounded by our armada. We have an armada. Isn't that awesome? It's amazing. It is very, very cool. The skies are clear. We've got the wind behind us, which apparently is important when you run by an engine. Considering we're about to enter battle over the fate of the world, the weather is pretty good, which is also really good stuff. And apparently, they're shooting at us. Baltar, why are you shooting at us? Hurry up and give them the command to attack. His men are getting restless and they're shooting at allies. Which, you know, that's good. This is the longest they've gone without attacking someone, and they're getting really jumpy. We'll find someone. How are they communicating, you know? They're moving really fast. The wind's probably huge. How are they communicating back and forth? There's no cell phones as far as I can tell. Like, they don't have any communication devices. How is this going on? The Primrose awaits our command. They're ready to fight. And we gotta take good care of Gilder, which is important. The Albatross 2 is ready when we are. And I will say, they missed just this, like, Gordo is ready to fight alongside us, and the Claudia is going to fight with us too, which that ship just looks badass. And of course, let's not forget the Ironclad, which is the exact name that that ship should have. Is apparently it's the most maneuverable ship in the fleet. I don't know how. The entire Tenku Armada and the Afatoman Navy is behind us. It's going to be a really good show, and of course, the Little Jack is here with the harpoon cannon. They're alongside us where they should be. Our right-hand man. I will say, I think they lost a tremendous opportunity when they could have made this an entire Armada tactics thing as opposed to just our one ship, but, well, you know, there they go. The Delphinus is ready to go, and we are, and now we get to make the final swashbuckler choice in the entire game. Let's make history. This day will always be remembered. How it's remembered is up to us. Right now, let's make history. And that is it, guys. That is the last swashbuckler choice in the game. It doesn't much matter at this point because we long ago got the best swashbuckler rating. Vice King of Rogues is the best one, and I got that a number of videos ago, so you don't have to worry about that. We're done. Now, here is the armada that Galcian has, including his own personal Death Star, the Hydra. Galcian's Sky Fortress, which fits him. I don't know where he was hiding this thing, but notice that he has a new ship type. He has his own Delphinus-style warship floating around. Galcian's first stop is going to be Nasser. They've already destroyed Nasser. They'll beg for mercy, especially after what they did to Valua, which sounds about right. Ramirez wants to know if he should accompany Galcian, but Galcian says it's not necessary, because if any countries resist, he shall destroy them with the reins. Galcian is needed to be here to defend Soltis and to command Zelos to rain down with their enemies. Again, I have no idea how they're going to communicate across gigantic distances, but Ramirez thinks this is a particularly wise decision. All of a sudden, the watch officer finds that an unknown fleet of ships is headed this way at attack speed. He can't quite figure out what it is, but leading the charge is the Delphinus. Everybody knows that ship. Galcian looks a bit cocky about this. You know, the air pirates have come to challenge him. He was gonna hunt us down, but we're gonna save him the trouble. He's gonna purge the world of our kind. Ramirez is kind of worried about this. Maybe he should go with, but Galcian says that they cannot lose Soltis. He should return at once. You can see Ramirez is worried. Like, he knows more than Galcian does at this point. But Galcian says the Hydra, the ship they're on, will dispose of them. The air pirates, it will rain our blood. Full speed ahead for all ships. Destroy the air pirates, every last one of us. This is gonna go, you know, about as well as you'd expect. So there's the Hydra. This thing's huge. It's kind of like the Grand Fortress in ship form. And he's got his fleet. The Armada's closing fast on us, and it's time for battle stations. It is time to fight. This is it. Let's do it. So, you know, stuff, right? So we're going to have another one of those styles of battles where I have to fight ship battle after ship battle after ship battle, kind of imitating if I was fighting waves and waves of enemies. It's gonna be a little bit long. I might have to cut episodes between some of the battles. So we're gonna fight the first ship battle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna toss, which item is it? I believe it's the Apowax? Yes, the Apowax acts as an Incremus ability, and we're just gonna focus for the rest, and we're just gonna blast this thing out of the sky next turn, because there's going to be a, the next turn has a Moonstone Cannon, and that's about all I care about. I mean, there's not really much that we're gonna have to do other than that. So, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're just gonna wait a bunch of turns. It's gonna be a little bit slow. This is gonna be a long series of fights. It's like boss battle after boss battle after boss battle that we're gonna have to deal with. But even with all of that, it's still a really easy fight. Until the Hydra. The Hydra's the one that's kind of scary. It's a little bit worrying. But this guy, look, 0 damage off of his heavy subcannons. Part of this is because I'm so powerful. I'm not going to make anything. I'm not going to make up anything about this. We're really powerful. We're really overleveled. I imagine this is going to go easily. But most of the game is meant to scale with you. Apparently not that well. Okay. So now we're going to actually kill him. That's the plan. We're going to hurt this guy. We're going to destroy him and everything he stands for. That was the Pyro Cannon. That was the weak cannon. Remember, the Pyro Cannon is not a sub-cannon. It's actually a mistake that I've made that I need to rectify at some point. That's not a sub-cannon at all. That is a main cannon. The big deal with that main cannon is that it has really high accuracy, but particularly low power. On the other hand, the X cannon has really high power and will take down that ship, which will then turn sideways. Gotta feel bad for those guys in there. They're gonna get really seasick before they die. Got the Frost Bomb and the Thunder Bomb, which are 2 items I will never, ever use. Okay, so that's the wave 1. We've broken their front line. The second line has been breached! These guys are crazy, but reinforcements are closing in fast. Weiss is coming straight for Galcian and is, sort of declaring his intent to rip the guy to pieces. So this is their second line. This is, the Delphinus-class ship that they have. Looks kind of frightening. This is Galcian's elite vessel. Infidels, they will not let us pass. We will get no closer to Lord Galcian. All hands battle stations, and do whatever they can to make sure we don't get past them. Well, it's not going to help all that much, to be honest. I'm just going to go find my items. We're going to pop another Apowax. And we're just going to focus up. And you know what? I will drop an X cannon there just because it's an easy shot. But I'm not expecting too much of an issue here. I'm mildly worried that I over-leveled to get to the 2,500 mark. I'm really hoping that these guys actually start damaging us, because they're supposed to level with us. We shouldn't be that powerful, but, I don't know. I'm mildly worried. Yes, I'm worried I made the game too easy. Does this thing do... Okay, it missed, so we're not going to find out on that turn. Well, we'll see on the last turn. Last turn's going to be the big one, because that's a yellow turn for us. So, hopefully I start seeing some decent numbers off this thing. Now, keep in mind, in the ship-to-ship battles, our ship doesn't gain much, or doesn't gain health. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Ah, that's a sigh of relief. Yes, I know. I'm sighing in relief that the enemy ship does a decent amount of damage to us when it can. Okay, good. So we're not overpowering. I was really worried that I overleveled us, because that's a serious problem if it did. It turns out the first fight, was, not even supposed to be a hard one. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Shouldn't take much. I should be able to take him out this round if everything hits. Yeah, easily. Easily. And I think the second shot is going to be the Pyro Cannon, which has, as I said, really good accuracy. So I should be able to pretty easily hit this guy. He's going to shoot us again with the Rapid Cannon, does another 5,000 damage. I should mention, we have, I believe, at least 2 Captain Stripes. 2 Captain Stripes that we haven't used. Nope, we missed that one. Okay, I used the Pyro Cannon the last turn. Not quite sure why I did that, but, this thing's going to go down. But yeah, we have at least 2 Captain Stripes that we actually have not used at all, which I really need to use. Because not only do they increase the HP of the Delphinus, but I think they also might increase its base stats. So we definitely want to do that at some point. Especially stuff like dodge percentage, things like that. Speaking of, I believe we have a really, really good dodge percentage because I picked up a really nice item from some fight I was in. I don't know which one. Some random ship battle drops the triple shaft or something like that. It gives you like 26% dodge chance. So that's the second fight, which is still pretty easy. Notice that, as I said, we're level 65 around. We're pretty powerful. We got the complete kit, which is a healing gun. The crystal cannon is one really good item, it really is, and then the double shaft, which I believe I already have better. So that's that guy. Okay, so now we get a quick cutscene. The air pirates have broken their lines. The Delphinus is headed straight for the Hydra. You'll see Galcian isn't very worried about this. He's, congratulating us, well done. We shall live just long enough to feel the destructive power of the Hydra. All cannons fire on the Delphinus. Which, we're running straight towards this flying death ship. They apparently couldn't see us from a distance. Aika is just now seeing it. Enrique says this, can't be. Enrique apparently knows what this is. It's called the Hydra. It was dubbed the Flying Fortress, and Galcian must have had his own men complete it. His mother wanted its production stopped because of its magnitude. It was too damn big. Why wasn't it big enough? Yeah, Gilter has a point. Galcian has got to be in there somewhere, so this battle won't be over until we destroy that thing. It's just too big, As I said, it's their own Death Star, not to mention the Death Star behind it, Solstice itself. But this is the mini Death Star to the main Death Star. I don't know. It's the Death Moon. But you'll notice it's bristling with guns. This can be a scary fight. It really can be. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to notice that I can fire off a Moonstone Cannon shot immediately. So let's do that. Because I can. What's the hybrid wax do? What is this? Improved stuff for just one turn. We're also going to drop an Apple Wax on the next turn. And then we are going to focus up. I'm going to need to treat this battle actually pretty carefully because this is not a no small battle. Notice, for example, that it freaking defended as on the one turn I get a Moonstone Cannon. That's not a coincidence. It did it on purpose. Like, that was on purpose. It defended because it knew I was going to use a Moonstone Cannon. This thing actually plays pretty safe. So, look how little damage I did to it. Like, I did nothing. That was lots of damage, and it didn't even scratch this damn thing. It's kind of a problem. Yeah. So we're not going to be getting a lot of damage on this thing in like spike damage. We will have to kind of whittle it down a little bit. So this is going to take a little while. This episode may last a little bit longer than I would like. We will see what we can do. Notice it's focusing and using that sub-cannon at the same time. Luckily, we're pretty darn maneuverable, so we won't have to worry about it too much. But, yeah. But we'll see what happens. Just keep an eye out. We're going to have to keep our health up as much as we can. If we can. Okay, let's see. It's kind of the end of the first round here. Okay, so we have another chance to use another S-cannon, which I will do. I'm going to use an X-cannon here. And then what we want to do is we want to have Fina toss a Sacrulin down. Because, yeah, we're going to want to heal ourselves at the end of this round. Because you can see the next round has two red spots, and that's going to be a bit of an issue. That's going to be, like, that's kind of frightening. You do not want the Hydra to have red shots on you for any reason. I'm not quite sure if we actually got the full unresisted Moonstone Cannon here. Nope, 30,000. It would have been more like 60,000 if it was fully unresisted. This guy definitely defended during his turn. Yep, see, there's the evasive action right there. He's going to do that for the majority of the game. Or majority of the battle. Well, majority of the game, too. I mean, the game only lasts so long for him. We're going to beat him eventually. But he's going to resist as much as he possibly can. So, there's our X-Cannon. Now, 16,000 damage off the X-Cannon is nothing small. That's a good amount of damage. The Moonstone Cannon only did twice that. So you gotta keep that in mind. But you can kind of see from the amount of damage it's doing every couple of turns, that we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to keep our health up. Because he's gonna do a lot of damage. We gotta always be concerned about that with this ship, because it can do a lot. Luckily, we have Sacrulin. It can fully heal us. We have, Probably should have healed it. I'm sure I have complete kits. Okay, so now we're a long ways away. So he's not going to be able to shoot us from here. Do I have... I have complete kits, yeah? 11 of them. I thought I had... I was so sure I had bought good stuff. Okay, oh well. What's this do? Restore spirit. Restore spirit completely. Ooh. We're gonna have to save that, because there's boss battles to come later on. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And, I'm gonna try to decide what I want to do. I guess we'll also do an X-Cannon there, and then I'm gonna let him hit me. Mostly because I want to make sure I can get some more SP going on here, because I don't really have a lot. We're pretty low on the SP mark. I'm gonna use the Hydra launcher. Ooh, look at that. 14,000 damage. That's a bit much. I wasn't expecting that. Oh well. He's doing an evasive action, so that's a thing. Oh well. X-Cannon should still do a fair amount of damage. Only 8,000, but we're whittling it down. That's all we can hope for, really. Another 8,000 damage. He wants to defend it again. Bah! Humbug! Stop defending, you bastard! He's going to. Like, that's what he's going to do. He's going to, He's going to be defending as much as he can. Another 2,600 damage. Nothing big. I'm not worried about that. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. Okay. So now we can do two things. I'm gonna attack the upper part of the enemy hull. I can't remember which ones. There's no right answer from this. You just kind of, you know, just gotta do it. So I'm gonna hit him with an X-Cannon, and Aka's gonna hit with that. I want Fina to drop a Sakarul in here, and then, I think I want Marco to... No, we're gonna save Marco for a while. This will deal a decent amount of damage here. So we're gonna see. I will take a decent amount of damage too. I'm a little bit concerned about not healing up this round. We're gonna see what happens. Got some torpedoes going off. Those should land next turn along with the X-Cannon. So we'll deal as much damage as we possibly can on the really good turn. So let's watch and see what happens. So here comes the damage. Come on, lots of numbers. 30,000 damage is nothing small. We got him down to about half health. We're not doing badly here. This is actually a pretty good showing for this fight. And remember, we have a Moonstone Cannon next turn that's available. I don't think Inkrum's still going to be in effect during that time. Oh god, he healed himself. Why? Why? Why can he heal himself? That's terrible! Oh, that's... Okay, but that does give us a chance to not die. You know, we're not taking all this damage. So, let's see. Let's watch and wait. He evaded. I'm way over here. We keep on swinging by and pulling off. Okay, so bad things are about to happen. So you saw that big protrusion off the bottom of this thing. Well, it's armor. And unfortunately, he's about to drop that armor and show us what he had down there. I'm not sure why it had this armor on it this entire time, but that is a very big gun. Ship's hull fell away, and there's a huge cannon coming out. Looks like Galcian's getting serious. That is no small thing. That is his Moonstone Cannon. And he wants to hurt us with it. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to defend. I'm not going to take that to the face. I'm not going to deal that kind of damage. Because that's a lot of damage that's off of that gun. You do not want to just, you know... You don't want to let it just shoot you. That's generally a bad thing. So instead, we're gonna Moonstone Cannon him. He's probably gonna, defend once more as usual. Yep, definitely defended. Well, actually, he might not have. I'm not sure because we didn't have Inkrum up on that one. I think he defended though. Yep, there it is. So, you know, dicks basically. After sub-cannons, he's still getting his little nickel and dime damage on me the same way I'm doing to him. The difference is I have better heal spells. The nice thing about the Hydra is that it doesn't really have any really good dodge defenses. It just has, you know, what it is. So I should be able to hit it with most of my attacks. We're getting there. He's only going to get a couple chances to really shoot me, and then I'm going to have him. Still mildly worried about being over-leveled, to be honest with you. So I think the last time we did this particular fight took us an hour. I don't know, maybe. I can't remember what happened last time. All I remember was a very, very long episode. So now we're flying away again, so that usually signals the end. So here's the Hydra cannon. Galcian's likely to say something. It's a big-ass gun. Yeah, see, that's what it does. And we fly right into it because we're the most intelligent people ever. How much damage did that do? 5,000, okay. So it would have been probably around 10,000 to unresisted. Which I could soak one, but I wouldn't wanna. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop another Apowax. X-cannon. Oh, that was wrong. That was not smart. That was not smart at all. I was thinking about defending that turn. I accidentally focused. There is a distinct chance that we will lose now. Oh boy. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, well, we're gonna watch. We're gonna hope, because this could be a very bad thing. It's not dealing that much damage to us, so hopefully we're not gonna see a gigantic attack. I have 50,000 HP on this thing. We've only lost about 20,000 of it. And hopefully we're gonna kill him next turn. That is my hope. My hope is that we will kill the Hydra next turn. Or disable it, which is basically what's gonna end up happening. Ooh, look at that. That's ooh, baby. That was damage. I'll be honest, I'm not sure I want to use the Moonstone Cannon next turn for fear of being shot. Okay, we're going to... What do I want to do? We're going to attack the upper part of the enemy vessel. Is that the right... Oh, crap, that's not the right one. Okay, guys. Hold on to your butts, because we're going for it. This is going to be the last turn, no matter what. Okay, looks like we get to go first. Which is probably going to be what saves us. That was not smart on my part. Not smart at all. But this should take him out entirely. I hope. I hope. Yep. Oh, good. 30,000 damage. Okay, so that's the Hydra gone. Not as hard of a fight as it should have been, to be honest, but I think part of that has to do with me having some idea what I'm doing. So, Galcian's been damaged. The enemy ship has been severely damaged and is trying to flee from battle. Galcian's trying to run away, but we can't let him escape. We gotta go chase him down. So we get some nice stuff from that. So we get a lot of experience. A couple level ups are gonna happen. We get the Captain's Stripe, the Moon Cannon, and the Moon Torpedo, which are some of the strongest ship weapons in the game. Not that it really matters as much, because that is one of the last ship-to-ship battles we're ever gonna have in this game. But that was there. Gilder wants to know how it's still flying, and Aka says that they're trying to get away. We've decided that we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, which means everyone needs to prepare to board the Hydra, because we're going to go fight Galcian face-to-face. Off we go. I'm not sure how he plans to do this, but we're just going to jump in a dinghy, and this thing's going to be apparently too small to be shot. We're basically pulling an X-Wing maneuver here, but instead of delivering a proton torpedo, we're delivering ourselves. And Vice is just grinning. Look at this. Look at this goofball. Okay. Well, we're here. We made it. Barely. There's Aka. There's Fina. She survived the landing. And we've arrived. That's good. Okay, so we got a couple things we can do. Well, first we're going to save, because that's a pretty important thing. I mean, after a big battle like that, you want to save. And then we're going to go talk to Enrique to see what he has to say. So Enrique says that he'll be waiting here. He's brought plenty of medicines and healing crystals with him. So if we get wounded, he'll take care of us. So let's just ask for first aid. So it's just a free heal. Once again, it's a heal we don't have to pay for. We never heal. We never pay for healing. Okay, so now that we're healed, let's just go into our items and let's just use some of this stuff. We have 3 Captain Stripes. Let's get the ship up to 58,000 health. I told you, it's been a while since we've used some of that stuff. You know what we also need to use? I think that we have a Cham that we need to use. It's not going to do anything, because Cupel can't get better right now. It's also increased Vice's power by 3. All these seeds I got just by fighting all of those, just by fighting all of those, loopers. They actually drop seeds on average. Okay. So we did that. Let's go to the Delphinus. Oh god, look at the Delphinus. It's seen better days. We're going to replace the torpedo with the new torpedo we just got, the Moon Torpedo, because it's really, really good. Look at that. Better stats just across the board. It's fantastic. We're also going to replace, I think it's the X cannon we replaced with the new cannon, the Moon Cannon. Better stats across the board, and check that out. 99 hit percentage, and less SP, so it's good stuff. And then I think we're going to replace the Pyro Cannon with the Crystal Cannon, which, hit is lower. Not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, let's do it anyways. And then we're going to drop the X Cannon in favor of, I think, the Wevel Cannon. Because we do want to have a sub-cannon available. Good stuff. Okay, Fina, can you go ahead and do the thing that makes no sense and Sakurulin the ship? Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and heal up real quick just to make sure that Fina is at full. And that is going to conclude our episode here today. We are done. When I return next time, we'll be going into the Hydra to go and find Galcian. So I'll see you guys then. Ta-ta.